The 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly got underway on Tuesday amidst an ongoing global pandemic. However, this fact alone did not prevent many world leaders from attending. Sri Lanka's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was one of them, attending his maiden UN sessions and delivering an address touching on global issues as well as issues much closer to home. The head of state used the podium to call on the international community to assist Sri Lanka recover from the near-catastrophic damage the global pandemic has wreaked on its economy.
The economic impact of the pandemic has been especially severe on developing countries. This has placed the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals at considerable risk. It is vital that more initiatives, including development financing and debt relief, be adopted through international mechanisms to support developing nations and help them emerge from this uncertain situation. In addition to their immediate impact, these economic repercussions of the pandemic have limited the fiscal space available to implement our development program. Sri Lanka welcomes the support of the international community as it engages in the task of reviving its economy and carrying out its national development program. We intend to make full use of geostrategic location and our robust institutions, strong social infrastructure, and skilled workforce to attract investment and broaden trade relationships. My government is focusing on extensive legal, regulatory, administrative, and educational reforms to facilitate this and to deliver prosperity to all our people.
Further touching on the global scourge of terrorism in reminding the Assembly of the devastating effect on Sri Lanka's national security from the 2019 Easter Sunday terror attacks, called for closer cooperation and intelligence sharing between nations in order to collectively face the threat head-on.
Sri Lanka has enjoyed universal adult franchise since pre-independence. The democratic tradition is an integral part of our way of life. My election in 2019 and the parliamentary elections in 2020 saw Sri Lankan voters grant an emphatic mandate to my government to build a prosperous and stable country and uphold national security and sovereignty. In 2019, Sri Lanka experienced the devastation wrought by extremist religious terrorists in the Easter Sunday attacks. Terrorism is a global challenge that requires international cooperation, especially on matters such as intelligence sharing, if it is to be overcome. Fostering greater accountability, restorative justice, and meaningful reconciliation through domestic institutions essential to achieve lasting peace. It is my government's firm intention to build a prosperous, stable, and secure future for all Sri Lankans, regardless of ethnicity, religion, or gender.
Further touching on the country's human rights issue, for which the country has faced massive international pressure, with the UNHRC and other international non-governmental agencies calling for more concrete action to fulfill its obligations, the President reiterated his government's stance that any such progress can only be made through domestic mechanisms, fully supported by the international community.
We are ready to engage with all domestic stakeholders and to obtain the support of our international partners and the United Nations in this process. However, history has shown that lasting results can only be achieved through homegrown institutions reflecting the aspirations of the people. In keeping with the theme of our general debate today, we are to truly build resilience through hope. We must all strive towards the common good. It is the role of the United Nations to facilitate this by treating all sovereign states, irrespective of size or strength, equitably and with due respect for their institutions and their heritage.
Meanwhile, the President is also expected to address the UN Food Systems Summit today, which is set to be held virtually. Held under the leadership of UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, the UN Food Systems Summit will serve as an opportunity to empower people to leverage the power of food systems to drive the global recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic to achieve sustainable development goals by 2030.
පුංචිම දෙයකින් ලොකු වෙනසක්. සැෂේ වලට වඩා සන්සිල්ක් ලොකු බෝතලෙන් රුපියල් 20ක ඉතිරියක්.